All right, welcome to another Pro Football Doc podcast here. Very special podcast here. As you can see, a special guest that I will introduce in a second. I was very excited to have Mattress Mack on as a guest. Look, he's a big sports gambler. I was so excited that I wanted to actually even come here to Houston to chat with him here. And it was worth it all because you got something special here. I underestimated you.
You underestimated me, Doc?
Yes, I
Come
did.
on, Doc. Give me a break.
Jim McInville here. Okay, Mattress Mack.
Shy and retiring as always.
Here's why I underestimated you. I thought you were this furniture guy, this gambler guy. You're a huge...
You thought I was a schmuck.
No, look, you are... I thought the way that you gamble and the way you do promotions is very innovative. But it's just the tip of the iceberg. I'll give you an example here. We're in his gallery furniture store here, and the stuff you do with gambling is just the tip of the iceberg. For example, walk into the store here in Houston, and you're handing out ice cream bars and red popsicle sticks. Look, and you have kids eating popsicles walking around the store.
And chips. I'm the world's largest dealer of Frito-Lay chips.
Chips everywhere and all the tables.
$10,000 a week worth of chips.
A cafeteria people eat for free. But look,
you know what else I have here?
What?
I've got a preschool here. Did you see that?
I saw that. And you're training people here vocational
6 months
rehab.
to 5 years old. I got vocational school. I got a high school, 16 and 26.
We all know about.
And I got the kitchen sink.
The philanthropy with the hurricanes and opening up your stores. We know all that. So I knew about all that. But here's the thing that drives me crazy. Like when my 8-year-old twins and 4-year-old eat a popsicle, we make them sit at the kitchen table. Other stores, if they were to have popsicles, they make you buy them and then sit. You hand them out for free at the door, grab as many as you want, and they'll walk around the store in your furniture store.
Let them have fun, Doc. We had an ice storm here in February.
Yeah.
In this very room where we're at, we had about 25 people sleeping here. We had about 300 people here every night in the store sleeping because their power was out, their water was out. It was an absolute nightmare for 3 nights. And so these people freaking out. Oh, you let them sleep on those fancy mattresses. You let them sit on those sofas, eat on the dining room tables. What are you going to do with all this furniture? Of course, this is right during the COVID. What are you going to do with all this furniture when they leave? I said, I'm going to have a hell of a say on this. What I did.
Now, I hope my wife doesn't watch or listen to this podcast.
I hope she does and buys a house full of furniture and breaks you, Doc, and we deliver it to San Diego tomorrow.
Edit that, Christian. Edit that. Okay. We moved into a pandemic home, bigger for kids and zooming in a yard and the whole thing in San Diego there. And there's furniture shortages everywhere.
Not here.
Cut to the picture of the warehouse. It's full of furniture.
Full of furniture.
And they're all American made.
Not all of it, but about 80 to 90%.
Okay. Yeah. Very, very good. But it's full. And you really edit that part about delivery to San Diego today.
They can buy tonight. They can buy $30,000 worth of furniture at 7 o'clock at night, be delivered to their house by 11.
I hope it's $3,000 worth of furniture if my wife is buying not $30,000.
$50 for you, Doc.
But outside the box, the employees, the whole thing. I mean, that's why I said I underestimated you. I thought, okay, here's this guy. He's a marketer. He's a gambler. Very cool. Very interesting. Wanted to have you on and talk to you about your gambling stuff. But you're much deeper than that, so I apologize.
I'm just a huckster, Doc. That's all I ever wanted to be. I'm a promoter.
Oh, yeah. Very, very, very good. So tell me, have you always been this gambler guy or just found a niche?
Well, I used to bet $50 to $100 on football games way back when. And then for the first 35 years we were here, I didn't gamble at all because I was too busy trying to build a business. Then I came up with an idea that when the Texans played the Cowboys, the Texans' first year in business, I said if the Texans win this game against the Cowboys, you buy furniture that week before the game, your furniture's free. And we did like $1.5 million that day before that football game. And the Texans, of course, were ahead at halftime, so I'm psychotic. But the Cowboys ended up winning. I did that promotion, and I've done lots of them on Super Bowls, World Series, this and that. And I have to hedge the other way, to cover the bet. The only one I never hedged was the Seattle game against Denver in the Super Bowl when they played in New York. I had these two guys that worked here. They loved Peyton Manning, who played for Denver. They told me Peyton Manning was a lock cinch as if you don't insure anything. It was the only time ever in the history of the store, the Saturday night before the game, we had to close the store at 6 o'clock. We had no more furniture. They took everything we had. And so we spent all night, Saturday night and Sunday, delivering furniture that would be in the house before the game started, you know. And then the game started, and I was back in the treadmill. I was too nervous to watch the game. I was on the treadmill. And when none of those employees talked to me for 2.5 hours, I knew I was screwed. My wife called me, and I said, "Who won the game?" She said, "Seattle won, dummy. You're out $12 million. So that was my first real tasty defeat.
Yeah, but I think
you win some, you lose some, and sometimes you get rained out.
Yeah, and you know, I think getting to know you some, you probably look at that as it was good philanthropy. People probably needed the furniture. Because look, we're here coming off a pandemic. You're probably the only place that actually has furniture. And I got the tour. You shut down half the store to do your vocational rehab and charitable stuff in the school.
Yeah, you know, it's about the question is, would the customers miss us? We would go out of business tomorrow. So we got to be relevant to our customers. We got to be relevant to the community, and we got to be relevant to our staff. So that's what we try to do. Be more than a furniture store. Furniture stores are boring, Doc.
Well, not look. I could probably get my kids to come with me to the furniture store. They offer ice cream.
You got twins, right?
I got boy-girl twins that are 8 and one that's 4, and even the 4-year-old would probably come along here with that. But here's the other thing. I won't say the name of the store because I don't want to embarrass the store. And quite honestly, I don't even remember it. My wife took me and we bought some furniture for the house. Some of it from 4 months ago is still not delivered.
Back quarter slip, Doc. That's what they're doing to you. Get your money back, Doc, and buy it right here. I bet I know what store it is too.
Oh, you know, I was trying to be kind to the store, but honestly, I don't even remember the name of the store. It's a
memorable.
bad thing. Let's put it this way: don't buy furniture in a mall. It's one of those stores.
Amen.
I mean, you got to buy furniture in a warehouse here. Okay. So what other promotional things do you have up your sleeve, or what other gambling things you have up your sleeve? Because you're so creative with everything.
You know, the Astros are looking mighty good, so we're going to probably sometime this year doing it. If the Astros win it all, you get your money back on mattresses. We're probably going to do that if I can convince my wife of that, because I've had several losses here lately on these promotions. I did the Super Bowl last year, won $3.6 million on that to pay back customers for the mattresses. So I did the Kentucky Derby, first time ever I'd done the Kentucky Derby, and that was an overwhelming response in a 2-week period, and lost $2.4 million on that. But of course, it would have been better had the customers won. The Kentucky Derby was great because you had some leverage on the money. It was 3-1 right before the gate opened. The gate opened 2.5-1, so had more leverage than having a football game, but the horse didn't win. So I do a lot of gambling promotions, and it makes the customers excited, because furniture shopping is dull, boring, and mundane and routine. But I guarantee you this: when they're going to get free furniture, they watch that game or that horse race a whole lot closer.
Oh, no question about it. I'm going to pause. So as we continue with Mattress Mack here, you slipped something by us here for a second. You're like instantaneous decision, businessman, free man, and you said you have to run it by your wife?
On occasion. Not very often.
I would have thought
Not
someone
very
like
often.
you.
You know, a million here, a million there. It's just chump change, you know?
Well, that's another reason.
Just chump change, that's all.
That's more fodder for my wife. Another reason for her not to watch this.
When the Astros were playing Washington in the World Series in 2017, that the Dodgers, 2019, of course, we're not favored by many Dodger fans. But we were up 3-2 against Washington, came back home to Minute Maid Park. I had $18 million bet on the Houston Astros to win the World Series, and then lost 2 in a row. That was.
Your store has everything here. There's one thing that I haven't noticed here. I don't see you selling any trash cans here.
Trash cans. Don't need trash cans.
Bad joke.
Come on. You know, what was really interesting was the last time the Dodgers played here a couple of weeks ago. It was fist fight. The problem is they're all drinking that $20 beer and then they start fighting. That was crazy.
That is crazy.
Baseball's not worth fighting over.
So I love what you do here, the employees, and they're in sports jerseys, and your rule about masks and shaving and the whole thing. I see that. We'll have Christian pull that out there. Tour of the warehouse, very, very cool, and a ton of furniture, that's for sure. But the other thing is you're involved in a lot of philanthropy, and you're kind of Mr. Houston. You're one of the biggest celebrities here in Houston, so that's the other reason, besides your gambling takes and so forth. What's your pulse on the whole Texans Deshaun Watson thing?
I think it's terribly unfortunate, and I think everybody should be given a chance to be innocent until proven guilty. That's my take on that, and I've seen too many people's lives ruined when they were innocent, but all sorts of coverage when they're accused, and then back page next to the obits when they're innocent. So I wish Deshaun the best and the Texans the best. Obviously, they're in a tough spot, and hopefully something good can come out of it for everybody. And of course, I wish all the accusers the best as well. So it's a tough spot.
Gotcha. So what's your next big sports wager? Where are you focused on next?
I might do something out at Wimbledon, see who wins that. I might do something. I was going to bet real heavy on Djokovic playing Nadal the other night at the French Open. Djokovic plus 250. I thought that was a very good wager, and I bet a little bit on that, not a lot. I won that bet. So God only knows whenever a strong urge to gamble hits me, then I'm going to take it and shove it in. And as my wife says, I tend to gamble with both hands.
So you're not going to run the next one by her. She won't know.
She'll get over it. She buys giraffes, Doc, at $330,000 a piece. She got 4 damn giraffes. I can gamble a little bit.
and at least when you're gambling, you have a chance to win. The giraffes just
eat a lot. They eat 40 pounds of cabbage every day, so that's 300 pounds actually.
All right, what's your next philanthropic project for Houston?
Well, we're really involved in this trade school. The average income in a 10-mile radius of the store is $26,000, way below the poverty line. So we're trying to break the cycle of poverty, and we're trying to provide these folks with a better life. I was walking through the warehouse the other day. One of these new guys, we hired about 200 people in the last couple of months because the pandemic was bad for everybody. It was good for the furniture business because people stayed in their house all day when they saw their nasty furniture and they bought new furniture. So we hired 200 new kids, and one of these kids came up and said to me, he really appreciated me hiring him. I said, well, you're doing a good job. You're working very hard. Glad to have you here. He said, I've had a rough 7 months. I said, really? What happened? He said, 7 months ago, I got shot 9 times. 9 times. And so our job is, at the end of the day, when I go in front of the Creator is not going to ask me how much money did I make. The Creator instead will ask me, how much of a difference did you make? So all these wacky sports promotion, all the gambling, and all the other things are designed to make the store relevant and make the store profitable so we can support the community, because we all have a responsibility for the well-being of the community. We take it seriously. Well, we don't want a virtue signal, we want a virtue do.
Well, and it's hot here in Houston. Provide free ice cream to everyone that walks in the door.
Hot. Free ice cream, free chips, free air conditioning, and most of all, at the world's greatest furniture store, delivery today.
But not to San Diego. Not to San Diego.
Yes, San Diego. Anytime. They love it. I delivered a huge mattress the other day a set of mattresses to Pebble Beach. Some guy had a house on Pebble Beach. I figured that cost a few bucks.
Yeah, well, probably. Now, the other thing, you sell yourself short. I guess it's the ultimate promoter, as you say, huckster. But we walked into the store here, and besides the ice cream and all the people, you're working behind the counter when we walked in.
I work.
So you're not just a
I work
mouthpiece.
12 hours a day, 7 days a week. I have done it for 40 years. To me, work is life's greatest therapy, and I'm getting a lot of therapy up here every day. Work is life's greatest joy. The biggest problem in this country is people don't work. They're robbed of the greatest joy in life, which is joy of work. Work, you come meet the team members, your friends. They help you out of a jam. They know how to solve this problem, how to do this, do that. People need to work, and they work. They're not sitting at home feeling sorry for themselves. So I am a proponent of Puritan work ethic.
Well, I like that, and maybe since you're getting into tennis, maybe Pro Football Doc needs to look at tennis, because when you're playing a sport with only one athlete, injuries are even bigger. Like, obviously basketball, they're big because it's mainly 5 guys. Football less so because it's 11. But some of those individual sports, the injury stuff that we do will.
Yeah, and could you imagine they're playing 5 hours like Nadal and Djokovic did the other day? 5 hours, your heartbeat never goes below 160, and you got 25 seconds to serve after the ball called in or out.
It's amazing in the hot heat. Well, anything else you want to add here for the Pro Football Doc podcast?
I love the pro football injury thing. I think it's telling people who's injured and who's not can be a big help. If I'd have known how bad Mahomes' turf toe was, I could have made $20 million, Doc. You should have called me. And if I'd have known how that those 2 left tackles and the right guard or whatever were going to be out for Kansas City, I would have bet more on the Kansas City Chiefs.
I know you're too busy working, but it was on the Twitter account. It was on the Pro Football Doc account. We published it at Outkick.
You should have called me. I would have traded you some free furniture, Doc.
All right. Pay it forward. Give me the free furniture. I'll give you the information. Mattress Mack.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Good
you
to
very
see
much.
You bet.